Today's question was submitted by Sue, and this is fasting fact number 5. Sue asks, what fasting should I do as a beginner? What I recommend is you do a standard 16-8 if you're beginning. What I mean by that is 16 hours of fasting with 8 hours of an eating window. Now, that may seem a little intimidating when you hear 16 hours of fasting, but you've probably done this several times through your life. For example, imagine finishing eating by 8 p.m. and then sitting down to breakfast 12 hours later at 8 a.m. for breakfast. But then work calls and you got to rush off to work for an emergency, or you have a child get sick and you got to rush them off to emergency and you miss breakfast. And the next chance you get to eat isn't until noon for lunch. Well, that's 16 hours. So there you go. Now, if that sounds too intimidating, you can start off with a 13-11, which is 13 hours of fasting with an 11-hour eating window. So that's my recommendation. That's how I started. Now, there are other different types of fasts. There's alternate day fasting, in which you eat normally one day and then you do fasting the next day. There's a lot of variations on it. I've heard some do about 500 calories on the fasting day and we eat whatever they want on the feast day. Some people don't eat anything on the fast day, but again, they eat whatever they want on their feast day. So again, there's variations on that. Those are pretty much the two primary types of fasting for beginners. I highly recommend that you do your own research. The most important consideration you need to do is to find a fasting schedule that fits your lifestyle. Because unless it fits your lifestyle, it's not going to be sustainable, and why even bother? So again, thank you, Sue, for that question, and that's the end of this fasting fact.